great. Here. Okay, it looks like I did this. I'm not sure if I did. Oh, wait, what? Okay. Pause because you weren't using the app. So this is very odd. Okay, I'm going to go back to, so I'm trying to do this on 3 different platforms. Honestly, I don't even care what I talk about. I just want to see if I can get the technology to work. So dumb and frustrating. So I'm trying to go live on YouTube and Instagram and Twitter at the same time. And it told me to go over to Instagram and go live on Instagram. But the moment that I click off of Instagram, my phone tells me you're not recording anymore. So now I'm not even sure. Actually, just hold on 1 minute. I'm going to go back over there and see it, because over here I can see comments where I can't see them. Pause because you weren't using the app. So can you guys tell me if I switch off of this and go back to the other one? I need to know if people, this is the most ridiculous thing ever. I've read as much as I can possibly read about this stupid thing. Okay, I'm just going to do one last look. Some destinations won't get comments. Penny is available on YouTube. All right, I'm just going to stay here and try to talk about this on YouTube, and hopefully Twitter. We'll see, but hopefully maybe on Instagram also. This thing that happened at the prayer thing. So I talked about it a little bit yesterday, but it has blown up on Twitter. And there are so many comments out there now. Most of the stuff that I was seeing early on were people criticizing the bishopess, who literally like looked Trump in the eye and said, basically, you're a bad person. Like, can't you be more merciful toward the transgender youth and the lesbian and gay youth? And basically being an apologist for gay and trans lifestyle and ideology. Mind you, it's an ideology, right? You have to believe a certain thing. And so what she took, so these people believe that words are hurtful. Like seriously, like words can be violent. And so when Trump came out and said, hey guys, we're just going to get back to truth. There are only 2 genders. There are 2 sexes, male and female. God created them male and female. He didn't say that, but basically he said there are two. They took that as violence. And her whole thing, and then of course CNN had her on. CNN said, you said that children are afraid, and did not ask her the most pertinent question, which was, why do you suppose children are afraid? Now give that some thought. What makes children afraid? One of the things that I talked about a lot with the fires and the hurricanes is you need to have consequential conversations with your kids. You don't need to fearmonger with them. You should not share with them your deepest, darkest issues, right? Don't do that to them, but do talk to them. Do tell them, mommy's going through a really hard time, but it's going to work out. Like things like that. Don't hide the truth from them. And the only reason that children fear is because adults tell them that they should fear. It's child abuse to make a child afraid. Yeah, that's really what it is. It's just child abuse to make a child afraid. It's also weird that somehow we are condoning church leadership, advocating sexual activity with young people. Like that just is a bad look. Am I wrong? That's a bad look. That's gone very poorly in the past. And a lot of people would argue that you know, the people that are now advocating for this would have been like on the other side of that just a decade ago, and would be screaming about, hey, get the clergy out of little kids' underwear, basically. You know, but here is somebody talking specifically about children, how fearful they are, that you said some words and that has implication. I mean, it's just absurd. And so initially I saw, you know, CNN had her on, and CNN fear mongers. So of course they're all about, yes. And so these children are afraid. It's terrible, right? They're fearful, these children and stuff. The only reason the children are afraid is because these people have made them afraid. And that is, you know, that's CNN's number one selling technique, is stoke the fear, get people to tune in, stoke the fear, get people to tune in. But today I started seeing all of these apologists for the bishopess saying, you know, if you're criticizing her, you're not Christian. Jesus preached love and mercy and kindness, and you missed the lesson. And, you know, Jesus was accepting of everybody, or whatever bull crap that they're saying. And that's absurd. The main thing, look, Pontius Pilate asked Jesus, why did you come here? And Jesus said, I came to testify to the truth. To the truth. It's that simple. Is it true that somebody can be born in the wrong body? No, can't happen. That's something that even God would say, nope, I don't make mistakes. So you're actually accusing God of making a mistake, and shame on you, really. So the apologists who are coming out and trying to shame us, that, I mean, that's just evil. I'm going to call it for what it is. It's just evil. It's evil to lie to a child. It's evil to convince a child that going on lifelong medications is good for him or her. That's evil. It's evil to convince a child that if they can mutilate or change their body surgically, that somehow that will offer them some relief. That's evil. There are no transgender children. There are parents with false ideas. And so this is, you know, you have to stand for truth. You have to be in the truth. This is an absolute necessity. And I just, you know, my initial reaction was just the audacity of this gender activist, lying apostate, going, literally targeting the president of the United States right after, like, I just couldn't even, I'm sorry. That was crazy. And I think back, like, I think, when have I seen anything like this? I haven't. It's just amazing to me. And so my initial conversation was, wow, she's got some chutzpah, or, you know, whatever you want to call it. She's got some audacity, and she's very clearly, she believes what she believes. But no, by the way, part of her rant was also about illegal aliens who have come to the United States. Where is the mercy for the people who have suffered at the hands of people who broke the law to come here? And saying that those people have a right to be here, no, they broke the law to come here. They broke the law. Their very essence of where they are in the world is a lie, or a sin, or it's breaking the law. If you can't respect the law enough to know that you're not allowed to break it, then why would we expect them to respect any other law? I mean, that's the argument that has to be made. So I was really taken by that. I was really taken by the rush to defend this individual. And now they're saying that it was a political speech, which I could see that argument. And the reason that they want to make it a political speech, the reason they want to classify it as political, is because then they can move to rescind the tax credit status of the National Cathedral, that whole organization. Like, and basically, if they would remove that status, that wouldn't go well. So, in other words, she would have to be fired. But I don't see how. I'm not sure how that would play out. But in any case, like, there are people there who are like, no, 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 you don't talk to my president that way, especially about this. Where do you come off talking about children's sexuality? In any case, like, that's just so. Anyway, there's a lot of chatter about that, but then the people who came to her defense to say, no, no, she had every right to speak to him that way. She was only trying to be merciful. It is not merciful to convince a child to self-harm. It's not merciful or kind to convince a child that they are born in the wrong body, that there's something wrong with their body. It is not kind. And I'm going to say this. I imagine that people know this, but maybe they don't, because and by the way, there's a comment here, this isn't allowed in other countries. It's true. The other countries have drastically stepped away from the kind of therapies that people like this bishopess are advocating for. But they did the study on, Johns Hopkins did the study, because when they first started doing the transgender surgery, this is going back 20, maybe 30 years, they followed up. So they would do the surgeries and they would keep track of everybody that they treated. And to a person, everyone they treated was satisfied with their treatment in shifting body parts around to rework genitalia, to reclaim or claim a new gender, right? Everybody was satisfied. That's the word that they use, satisfied. But the suicide rate among the individuals who pursued surgery was the same. It's amazing. So it didn't actually accomplish anything except a lot of pain for no reason, because the suicide rate was the same. And so they stopped the program. Johns Hopkins said, the money's not worth it, guys. We need to stop this program because it's not helping people. Imagine having the conscience, the self-knowledge to do that, to say, nope, you know what? The money's not worth. I know you really want the surgery, but I'm going to tell you, because I'm a medical doctor and my Hippocratic oath used to say, first do no harm. Does it still say that? I don't even know, right? They probably changed it again. I'm going to tell you that this would be more harmful and wouldn't offer you any kind of relief. And you need to fix what's up here. You need to address what's up here. Why are we teaching children to hate themselves? That's child abuse. We shouldn't be doing that. And it's what's good, I think, because God uses all things for his purposes. I think it's good that we continue this national discussion. And I know that Trump was outraged. At least I think I saw that he sort of responded to her somehow, calling her out. And I'm fine with that. I didn't read the whole thing. I don't remember exactly, but he seemed pretty irate. But it's good that we have this conversation. And I hope that we can, I hope we can maybe make an example of her to show people that the truth has re-entered the building, and we are no longer going to allow this kind of the kind of behavior for which she advocates. That's my hope. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm really enjoying doing these lives. I think I'm going to try to keep it up. So about this time every day, I'm going to give this a shot. And I also want to say that next week is school choice week. And so I'm definitely going to be trying to do a live every day about school choice, because that is a conversation that we have to have. All right. So good. Good to see you all here. Thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe, like, do all of that stuff, because this is a mission work, and I need to know that I'm reaching people, and it's very helpful when you support in that manner. And if you want to join my community go to samsorbo.locals.com, and you can join the community there, where we talk all things home education. And I seek to empower parents to emancipate from our government factory schools. You're welcome, Penny. Thank you for saying that. All right. Big kiss, hugs. Bye.